Hi guys, welcome to my channel, or if you guys are new here to my channel, my name is Alison and welcome to my channel. So for today, this video, I'll be sharing with you guys my February favorites, and these are the stuff that I've been loving in this month, February. And if you guys are interested in what I've been loving this month, then let's keep on watching. So first of all, if you guys still like watching monthly favorites like I do, make sure you guys subscribe down below and click that ring bell button so that you get a notification whenever I upload a new video. And also, I do have a whole playlist of my monthly favorites, and I do put all my favorites video in this playlist so that you guys can check it out. So now without further ado, let's get started. So first of all, I have to mention this foundation, and if you guys have watched my review, you guys know I've been loving this foundation lately. So this is a L'Oreal Infallible up to 24 hours wear foundation, and I have to say, this foundation, it has become my favorite drugstore foundation, and I don't say that easily because I'm typically very picky about a foundation, my base makeup, my concealer, but this foundation, it changes my life because I do now have combination to oily skin, and I feel like this foundation, it works for oily skin as well, and it stay put, give me a very nice light to medium coverage, and it is like a skin finish. It gives you coverage on a foundation, and this is everything that I would ask for on a foundation. For nowadays, I like more of a light medium coverage and more of a skin-like base finish of a foundation, so that it looks like you don't have that kickiness on your face or have that full coverage foundation on your face. So this has become my everyday foundation choice, and I just love it. If you guys haven't tried it out, make sure go to the drugstore and pick one. And I do have this shade in 420, which is True Beige, and this is a perfect color match on my skin tone, and highly recommend this. And moving on to another drugstore item that I've been loving lately is this L'Oreal Long Lasting Matte Lacquer Lipstick. I believe this is the name of it, and because I really like this formula, and I got myself 3 different shades here. And I normally don't get 3 different shades in the same collection, but because the formula is just on point, if you guys have been suffering with liquid matte lipstick, it's too dry on your lips and it's too thick, you don't like that finish, so you guys must try this out because it's the most lightweight and it doesn't dry out your lips as well, and it stay put for the whole day. I did put this on throughout the day, and this is why it hooks me up on this L'Oreal liquid lipstick, and they're just super comfy to wear them throughout the day. So I got 3 shades here. First of all, I got 428 I Explore, which is the more like a pumpkin brownish color on this side of my hand, and then I got this in the shade 416, which is I Create, which is more of a mauve tone. It's more like my lips but better kind of color on my personal lips. And the next shade I have here is 418, which is I Empower, which is more of a light pink peachy. I wouldn't say it's peachy, but it's more of a nude color. So this is all the color that I purchased, and I just love the formula on this liquid lipstick. And speaking of lipstick, I do have 2 new items here that I've been loving and wearing this non-stop in this month. So this is the Tom Ford Lip Lacquer Luxe, and I did got 2 shades with 2 different formula here. So first of all, I got this in the lip gloss formula in 02 Soft Core, and this is what the shade looks like. It's more like a nude color, but it's not super pale kind of nude. It's just perfect for my skin tone, and this color, it actually wears very nice on a lot of makeup look. Even though I do like a light natural makeup look or doing a bold makeup look, this shade, it just matches all of my makeup look perfectly, so I highly recommend this color. And the next shade I have here is also 02, which is Quaver. I'm not sure how to pronounce the name, but this is their liquid lipstick formula. It's more of a matte finish, so it doesn't necessarily dry down fully matte on this liquid lipstick from Tom Ford, but it does give you that matte finish, but it still transfer when you're drinking like a cup of coffee. You can see your lip stick is still on the lid, but this is what the shade looks like. It's more of a mauve tone, like, again, my lips are better, But the way that I like to apply this is to dab it in the center of my lips and use my finger to blend it out. That way it's more of a very natural lightweight finish on your lips, and it lasts actually pretty long even though like you drink a cup of coffee. But if you guys eating like a lunch or sandwich, something like that, I believe it will be gone after your lunch break. But then it does give you a very nice coverage and pigmentation on both of this liquid lipstick or lip gloss from Tom Ford. And first of all, I have to say the packaging, it got me, and this is pretty expensive considering because it is from a high end, but I do think with the presentation here, it looks very nice, luxurious, and the color payoff is nice, and wearing it throughout the day, I think it's worth it, but you don't need it. Okay, this is the last lip item that I'm gonna mention here. This is from Milk Makeup, and this is the Koosh Lip Glaze, and I believe this is also the new item that launched on Sephora. I feel like this is just a very regular kind of chapstick to moisturize your lips, but this has more of a kind of thicker finish. So if I close up, you guys can see it does come with this metal thing up here. It does the metal head, and I feel like the reason I like it, not because the product inside, and I feel like it's because the application is metal and it just kind of have that cooling sensation when you're applying all over your lips. And I have to say, I wear this when I went to Tahoe for a snowboarding trip, and every time I went to Tahoe, I forgot my chapstick and it just got my lips super dry. But after I bought this, I bring it with me in my jacket and I just apply it whenever I feel my lips is super dry, and I end up coming back not having a chapped lips, which I'm very happy about it. But then again, you don't need this, but I feel like I only like this product this month just because how easy application it is to like smooth out the moisturizer on your lips, and it just give you that cooling sensation. Okay, moving on, I do have a concealer that I've been loving, and this is a new launch Giorgio Armani Power Fabric Concealer, and I did a review on their Power Fabric Balm on my channel. You guys can check it out, and I did this concealer review on the same one as well, so you guys can see how it apply on my concealer, my under eye area. But I got this in this shade 3.5, and actually the first time I was using this, I don't see any difference and I don't feel like I need this concealer. But the more that I use, I feel like it gives me a very nice lightweight finish. It's not necessarily give me that medium to full coverage. If you guys know me, I like a very full coverage of a concealer. I love Tarte Shape Tape, and I love something that it gives me a very nice coverage to cancel out that blackness underneath my eye. But with this one, this is a very, I would say, light to medium coverage, but it does the job on covering my under eye, but it's not fully covered with my darkness on my under eye. But it is a very lightweight kind of texture. It blends nicely underneath your eye. It kind of have that little moisturizing kind of feeling underneath the eye area. So this formula, it doesn't dry down super matte finish, and usually with my concealer I like it more of a full coverage matte finish, but this one has changed my opinion on more of a lightweight concealer. So for you guys out there who likes more of a lightweight finish and light to medium coverage on a concealer, you must go and try this out because it just stays very nicely underneath the eye area. I set it with a setting powder always because I do have combo to oily skin, and it does stay very nicely on my under eye throughout the day. And I usually wear my foundation and concealer for about 10 hours now, 9 to 10 hours I would say for my work schedule. So that is like how long it can stay underneath the eyes. And I have to say, this has become my staple everyday makeup look kind of concealer, and because it feels very lightweight, it does hold on for 9 to 10 hours on my skin, and it just does the job on covering up a little of a dark circle underneath the eye. Okay, move on to bronzer, and this is more like an item that I rediscovered in my collection. So this is a Chanel bronzing makeup base, and if you guys have heard of this item, this is like a bronzer in a pudding finish, and it does smells like Chanel makeup item. It smells really pleasant, but The point is, I have been loving this makeup bronzer to use a brush application like this, more of a dense brush. Go over this kind of like pudding look of a bronzer and then just apply it on my contour of the cheeks, just kind of warm up my face perimeter. And this not necessarily help you sculpt your contour or make you look slimmer. So this is more like a bronzer that it gives you more of a sun-kissed look. It doesn't necessarily that it gives you that contour sculpting effect on your face, makes you look slimmer. So this is more like just something to warm up your face. And I feel like this shade, it worked perfectly on my winter skin tone right now. So I want to get the use of it when I still have this light skin tone. But during the summertime, this really doesn't show up much on my face. So I want to just get to use of it during this winter time, and I just love how it bronzes up my face very nicely. I can actually apply just a little around this area, and you guys can see the bronzeness on this color. It's more like a little orangey tone, so it's just like a very nice sun-kissed look, not necessary that it gave you that sculpting effect. And I've been loving this during the winter time because I do use a lot of cream product during the season, and because this is more like a cream formula and I only use cream product during the winter time because I do get very oily in the summertime, so I want to get the use of it in this season. And this month, I do have a highlighter that I've been loving, and this is from a drugstore, Maybelline Master Chrome in the shade 250. This is Metallic Highlighter Illuminator, and I do have the gold finish one from what Desi Perkins talk about it, and I do have more of a pinky tone that Tati's recommended, and now I discovered this shade in 250, which is more of a champagne kind of gold color, and this is like right on my alley with this shade because it matched perfectly with a lot of my skin tone, and if you put it on the very high points of your cheek, it shows very nicely with the light reflecting, and this color is still matches a lot of my look, and you guys can see how blinding it is with the light reflecting, and it's like the most finely melt highlighter, and it doesn't have that glitter kind of finish, and I have been loving this as a drugstore item. This is a must-have in your collection. And for blush, this month I've been non-stop using this Pillow Talk from Charlotte Tilbury, and this is, I believe, their new blush that they come up with a whole set of eyeshadow and blush, and they have a lip liner, liquid lipstick, or lipstick as well. So this is what I have in my collection, and I know the pen here, I know what you guys thinking about what it looks like. This design, it actually helps you to give you more of a light finish, kind of illuminating, but you have still the blush on your face. So the way you use this is using your brush, swirl over on this palette, and then on the final touch you dab it on the center, and that is the way that when you apply on your cheek, it gives you that light reflection, like a kind of like highlighter 2-in-1 with the blush. So this is what they're trying to do, but the color on this, I have to say, it matches very nicely again with a lot of my makeup look. It looks very natural looking, and I know it's scary to see there's like shimmer on this pen, look more of a healthier looking kind of finish. So this has been my favorite blush that I've been using for every day because it just gives you the most natural kind of like mauve tone. It does give you that skin finish kind of blush, and I love the formula here. It's very easy to blend. Highly recommend to check this out because Pillow Talk, it has been my favorite collection from Charlotte Tilbury as well. Okay guys, I know this is a long one of my favorites video. I hope you guys enjoy watching this video. If you guys do, please give me a thumbs up on this video and also subscribe down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!